What's up guys, it's Azarin here, and CEO's eyebrows are where the wild things are, but we already knew that shit, and we're here. We're back with more ULC coverage today, and we're going to be covering Hat vs. X, and we're going to start off with the first match, Eastnall vs. RNBS. Eastnall's got a dark team, RNBS has a steel team, so we'll see what happens. Eastnall leads off with Gren, as Heatran is the lead of choice for RNBS. RNBS switches out into Pharaoh, as Greninja goes straight for the HP Fire, no fucks given. Boom. Does 90-something% to Ferrothorn, and RNBS is just going to sack the Ferrothorn there. No risk playing around with that thing. Into Driller we go. Now Eastnall's going to switch out, obviously, into T-Tarb, of all things, though. I forgot he doesn't have Amanda Buzz, so that is his switch-in, I guess. So Hydra comes out now. Into Celesteela we go, as Hydra goes for the Dark Pulse. That does nothing, so that's AV Celesteela if it doesn't have leftovers. So into Muck Alolan formation we go, and a Flash Cannon is going to come out. He's going to switch into his Heatran here, as Eastnall makes a double back out into Greninja. So if this is Pump Greninja, this is a really good matchup for Eastnall. And it is Pump Greninja, but unfortunately he misses the Hydro Pump there. So now Eastnall has to go back out, but this time into his Hydreigon here, and that Flash Cannon does 47%. Eastnall's going to go into his Muck on the double to Heatran. Good play, good play. Chip down this Heatran a bit, but RNBS is going to get up his rocks as the Muck gets a crit on the knockoff, which is unfortunate. And now, and then Eastnall makes a good play and pursues it, and then he's able to knock out the Heatran. Eastnall's going to switch out again into Bisharp here. I don't know why he sacked the Bisharp there, quite honestly. This was looking a little bit more useless, but oh, it's Scarf, that's why. So he misses the Scarf Fire Blast. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. So now we go into Sharpedo here, and Eastnall's only hope is to flinch down the Celesteela. So I think he's just gonna Mega Evolve and go for it right here. Boom. Flinch. We have Flinchinators. Nope. And Giga Drain is gonna be able to knock him out. And that's game, because Scarf Excadrill is going to clean up that Life Orb Greninja and that Alolan Muck. So, yeah, HP Fire's not even going to kill the Celesteela, for that matter. Yeah, he's going to die Life Orb, and Muck's not going to survive. So, had he hit that Fire Blast on Excadrill, this game would be a lot different, but unfortunately, nope. And boom, Sub-Zero Slammer. It does 31 to Muck the God. Holy crap. But yeah, this game is over, and it's a GG. RNBS takes the first game, 3-0. So now let's move on to our next battle. Our next battle here is Yaxok versus Escoffier, and Escoffier has Steel this time. Now he's bringing the Steel, and Yaxok has Golurk. I haven't seen Golurk because Marowak Alola has been the better rocker on Ghost, so we'll see what he's got, but he's got a Cofagrigus too, so Golurk is the lead of choice as Jirachi goes for the Iron Head, so I can tell Escoffier's plan is to go for the Iron Head, flinches at the beginning. Boom. But now down goes Serene Grace, so now he won't be flinching as often. So Escoffier is forced to go into Heatran here, as Cofag goes straight for the Trick Room. Into Golurk we go as Heatran gets the rocks up, and Escoffier is going to have to pick Amon to take a hit, and it's going to be Celesteela. Celesteela is able to go for the Air Slash here, and it's faster than the Golurk in Trick Room, so it's like anti-Trick Room, anti-meta Trick Room. That probably means that it's mixed, because the only reason why you run minus speed on a Celesteela is because you're minus on, you don't want the reduced nature of the other attack, whether it's special attack or attack. So he probably has Earthquake. This Gengar, will it knock it out? Oh, it will knock it out with, no, it won't knock it out with Gigavolt Havoc. But Escoffier doesn't even have Air Slash either, so, Earthquake. What am I saying? So now into Mimikyu we go, as Mimikyu should knock him out with a Shadow Sneak here. Boom. Sneak comes out. BP's going to break the disguise. I don't know if the Mimikyu goes for the SD here, but I think the better play... Oh, it's a red card. Never mind. As Mimikyu goes straight for the Trick Room here, goes for the Destiny Bond, and boom. It does not kill. It does not kill. Hang on a second. It does not kill, and then he decided he was faster than it, so that means he Trick Roomed again. So into Marowak we go. Now Marowak's going to claim some souls. Is this Balloon Tran? Okay, it is Balloon Tran, so he should be able to live one. Yep, barely lives on one. And Heatran goes for the Earth Power and is able to knock out the Marowak, so threat averted. So into Kofag we go, as Kofag just goes straight for the Shadow Ball, but now this game is Magearness to finish off. As it comes out, Floor Cannon misses, so Trick Room comes back up. Scoper is going to switch out, sack the Celesteela, stall out a turn of Trick Room. He's going to go for the Memento here, which is a good play on his part too. Kofag is going to go for the Shadow Ball, as Scizor is going to go for the SD. Scizor is going to go for the Bullet Punch here, loses Technician, as Kofag goes for the Memento. So this is actually not a threat, because Sableye is going to go for the Willow, Scizor is going to go for the Bug Bite, not U-Turn. Maybe if he Calm Minded up there. Scizor is going to go for the SD here. Yep, as Sableye goes for the Calm Mind, but then he has a Jirachi in the back anyway to flinch this thing down. Bug Bite gets a crit and does 41 as Sableye goes for the Recover. And Sableye is going to have to go for the Recover again on this turn. Yep. And, you know, depending on how much Floor Cannon does, you know, Yaxox still has a chance. Oh, but never mind. He's got the Z move on deck and it's able to eviscerate the Sableye, and that's a good game in Escoffier's favor. So now the score is 1-1, tied X versus Hat. So now we'll move on to game 3 here, which is Julio versus Ein. Ein rocking the Wobbuffet Psychic team that we saw earlier, and Julio rocking pretty generic Dragon. Julio leads off with Garchomp, as Ein leads off with Lottie. Julio's not going to risk that, and he's going to sack Lottie, which I guess makes sense because I don't see it doing anything else on this team versus this team, except for maybe sponging hits from Victini because it's Scarf. I don't know what I'm saying. So Earth Power comes out, does a fuck ton of the Victini. Victini goes for the V-Crate, does 65%, but Kyurem is staying here with an Earth Power, knocking out Victini. So into Jirachi we go, as Kyurem just stays going for Earth Powers, does 54%, and he literally has no switch into this thing, like, because of Mold Breaker. Lottie isn't affected. So now into Zammer we go, as Alakazam goes for the Psychic and is able to knock out the Kyurem. But now into Big Body Goodra we go, as Wobbuffet is the mon of choice. So now Julio has to play around with Earthquake and Dragon Pulse, or I can just Encore and get guaranteed damage on Goodra. Goodra's going to go for the EQ here, and he misplays there because we all know that Goodras carry Earthquake. Goodra's going to go for the EQ again here, as Wobbuffet goes for the Destiny Bond. Goodra goes for the Sludge Bomb, does 22%, and Wobbuffet gets the Encore off. So now into Lottie we go. Goodra goes for the Sludge Bomb. Does he get the Poison? He does not. Lottie goes for the Draco, and it's able to wipe out the Goodra. So now into Hydra we go, which is probably Scarf. Ein's going to switch out into Wobbuffet, just sacking it. Boom. Down goes the Wobbuffet. Now into Zammer we go, which is probably Sash. So got to bring out Garchomp here. As Zammer goes for the Focus Blast, it misses. That probably, that mattered because then he'll hit. He decides to go for a Stone Edge here, risking the Biscuit. I don't know why he didn't go for a Dragon move of sorts. So into D-Knight here we go, as D-Knight just goes for the E-Speed. Does he let the Mew set up? No, the Mew's not set up. Dragonite goes for the E-Speed, almost knocks out the Lottie, as Lottie goes for the Draco here. And if this is Scarf Lottie, then like, but it's probably Specs from the damage, yep. So that's Scarf Hydra versus Specs Lottie. And this should be able to kill Mew, or not, and he's probably going to get flinched. Yup, there it is. There it is. But then again, he would have also probably had to hit a Focus Blast through the flinch. So the chances of that happening, you know, I mean, it mathematically would still be in his favor, but actually, so to not get flinched, it's 70% times the percentage to hit a Focus Blast. Nope, it's not in his favor actually. He's got a 49% chance to. He's got a 49% chance to do that, so it is slightly in his favor. So that is actually not hacks technically. So we'll move on now. We'll move on to our next battle, which is C9 versus Wanka here. C9 is rocking a Bird Jesus normal team, and Wanka's running Poison. This is a tough matchup for normal, as we actually covered in the previous video about Poison Monotype. So if you want to go check that out, go ahead. Chansey goes for the Rocks here, as Pex goes for the T-Spikes. Into Bird Jesus we go, but now like Bird Jesus is taking a chunk off of something every time it comes in, unless this thing is Spadef. Yep, this is Spadef Toxapex. so it's doing nothing. Like, honestly, C9 had the advantage here, as this is a Roost Pidgeot. So now into Chansey we go. Chansey's poisoned, as Nihilego gets up his own hazards. So this is one of the balloon Nihilego poison teams. Chansey's gonna go for the soft boiled here. I don't know why. As Crobat goes for the taunt, and he can't soft boil. I don't know why he's like soft boiled in here. Chansey's gonna switch out, and he's gonna be like at 60% when he comes back into rocks. As Crobat goes to the Brave Bird, takes some Rocky Helmet, takes some recoil, but now he's gonna taunt him, and like your Defogger's getting whittled. Like, this is not the play. Like, if anything, you've gone into Bird Jesus or something. Crobat goes for the Roost, as Raptor goes for the Brave Bird, and yep, C9's Defogger is gone, so his team is going to be whittled by Toxic Spikes. I also realized he doesn't have a Porygon on his team, which is actually better for the poison matchup, I guess. But in a Nidoking we go here. That's Scarf. So Sludge Wave does not do enough, and down, but he's able to kill the Meloetta on poison, and now the one threat to Wanka's team is gone, and Nihilego can just come in. Nihilego and Muck can finish the game off. So Bird Jesus goes for the U-turn, and he should finally, he literally hasn't brought his Diggersby in. That's like a Spadeffi Toxapex, is it not? To be able to take that. There are no return switches on Wanka's team. That's what I don't get. Like, is it Scarf Diggersby? Is that why? Is it Scarf Diggersby? Because Band Diggersby would absolutely destroy his team. So anyway, Wanka knocks off the Chansey. So now the Nihilego sweep is getting closer and closer to happening. Venu comes out here. Probably going to Leech Seed this thing. Yeah, it'll Mega Evolve. Yep, he's going to Leech Seed. So now the Chansey is losing a lot of residual here, and Venusaur's getting a lot of health back. Should probably, yep. I don't know if Wanka goes for the double Leech Seed. That's what I would do in this situation. He goes for the Sludge Bomb, though, for some damage, knocking out the Porygon Z. So into Bird Jesus we go again, but Toxapex is as safe as fuck as long as he doesn't confuse, and confuses Nerf this generation. So it's still in Wanka's favor to click the recover button. As Pidgeot goes for the Roost, Toxapex hits itself actually. One more hit would be detrimental to Wanka's game. Yep, he hits himself, so now he has to switch out here. Because he has to save this. Or he's going to sack it. He's going to sack it. So into Nihilego we go here, which has a balloon. Bird Jesus is going to go for the U-turn. And into Chansey we go, but this Chansey is not going to take too kindly to Power Gem, plus Poison and all that. So he gets a crit, but a crit shouldn't be able to knock him out, as this Chansey is hard body and it's going to go for the soft boiled. And now Wanka's going to go back into Venu here, get the leeches up. Right? Yep. Chansey's going to switch out back into Bird Jesus, and a Sludge Bombs comes out. He's going to switch out. Into Muck we go, as C9 goes for the Hurricane. C9 goes for another Hurricane. Boom. Muck goes for the Poison Jab. Diggersby goes for that. Diggersby goes for Agility here. Agility of all things. Yeah, this is why he loses. Okay. If of all the things he could have gotten an Agility off on, it would have been Nihilego. This is why he loses here. Okay, because like this, okay, so this goes to a game 5, spoilers. But I was wondering, like, how did C9 lose this? He went for Agility. That makes sense. It's an Agility Diggersby. It's probably Agility Normality MZ. Chansey goes for the Toxic here, and this Chansey is just going to be whittled by the combination of Poison, an attack itself, and Leech Seed, and is not going to be able to win this war. So we're just going to speed it up a bit. And yep, C9 forfeits there, and he's able to take the L there. So now we are tied 2-2. So now we're going to move on to Game 5. So Game 5 is Paleo versus Matthias. So Matthias has the nice C team on deck here. Paleo, the Vincoon lover. Shout out to Tech. Matthias here has the Freeze Dry on deck. You know, his goons all have Freeze Dry probably. So Matthias brings out the Ninetales, and it's time to click Freeze Dry. Nope, he's going to click Aurora Veil, and the T-Spikes are going to come up. So now Paleo is going to sack something. It's going to be Feeny. Yep, Freeze Dry, boom, does 45. Nice Spadeffi able to tank that. He's going to go for the Freeze Dry again. I don't know if I would have gone with that play. I would probably gone into Avalugg and spun. Because, like, Freeze Dry. Oh, he gets a crit there. It does 62%. Freeze Dry again. Nope, Toxapex is going to go for the Baneful Bunker. And with a Hail ending, Toxapex should be able to live, especially with Regenerator. So he's going to sack that. Oh, why did he go for Encore there? Now he gets to switch out. Now he gets back into Toxapex, and now the Fiend, he's still there for the sack. But luckily, Matthias gets the crit freeze. The crit freeze. And nothing in the chat. Wow, nothing in the chat. Crazy. Freeze Dry again, so now the Fiend's dead, thanks to that crit freeze. So now we go into Keldeo here, which is probably Scarf, and into Cloyster he goes.
This is a lion upon beat.
Boom. Keldeo for the Scald, knocking out the Cloyster, and into Kyurem Black we go, baby Kyurem Black. Paleo's going to switch out and bring in Swampert, as Kyurem goes straight for the Fusion Bolt. Kyurem goes for the Blizzard, and Swampert gets up the rocks. This is Blizzard Kyurem on deck here. Wow. Kyurem goes for the Blizzard here on the Greninja, and he freezes the Greninja. Okay, now it's going to be... Now people are going to go insane. Hang on a minute. Why didn't you get hit with the T-Spike? Did he? Why didn't you get hit with the T-Spike? What? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Why the Kyurem Black wasn't hit with a T-Spike? I don't know why. Okay, if you guys found out what I missed, like, let me know, because I see a T-Spike right there, and I don't know what happened. So this Kyurem's gonna go for the Fusion Bolt, and now it's about PP stalling the Fusion Bolts. So into Swampert we go, as Matthias predicts that, goes for the Blizzard, gets a crit. So into Keldeo we go, as Paleo's going to double straight out into Toxapex, as Weavile is going to be the switch in. See, he gets poisoned there. Like, Weavile goes for the knockoff, knocks off the Toxapex Black Sludge, and Toxapex thaws with the Scald, obviously. And now Weavile's going to switch out, and we're going to go into Avalugg here. Good play, good play. This is where we can start spinning, so we can at least get rid of the rocks. Right. So into Suicune we go. Paleo's best play, so now he can set up the subs and start doing the stalling bullshit. So into Ninetales we go. A little risky. Suicune goes for the sub, and now we're going to see some lovely stall wars. No, he's going to switch out into Keldeo here. Goes for the Freeze Dry. Should have probably just Scalded for damage there. Yeah, that's what I don't get. Like, why did he make that play? Because Keldeo was his win con. Like, he could have just Scalded the Ninetales for damage, prayed for a burn. And Keldeo's able to knock out the Ninetale with Secret, so that's an even wackier play. The fact that Matthias sacked his Alolan Ninetales. That's another wacky play. So into Piloswine we go. So now Paleo actually has a chance. As Pilot goes for the Earthquake, does 48 to the Pex. But without his leftovers, he's able to die there. And Paleo's going to double out into Suicune. So now, here we got the 50-50 games, because this Kyurem is slower. Kyurem goes for the Fusion Bolt. I don't know how many he has left, but he's wasted 4 PP due to pressure, using it twice on Suicune. He probably has 3 more left. He goes for the Roost there. Suicune goes for the sub here. Kyurem goes for the Outrage here. I wonder if Suicune's going to go for the Protect here. Suicune goes for the Protect here. Kyurem goes for the Outrage again. And into Toxapex we go, as Kyurem goes for the Outrage. Boom, does a lot to Toxapex. And he gets a third Outrage. Boom, able to knock out the Toxapex, so no Confusion Hacks even. So now he's going to go into Keldeo, and now Matthias is going to sack his Weavile. Which, I don't know if Piloswine's Earthquake would break subs. So Keldeo's going to go for the Secret Sword here, do 69%. Let's see, hopefully, if Earthquake breaks Paleo's sub. Suicune comes out. Gonna go for the Protect, get some juices back. Suicune goes for the Scald, able to knock out the Piloswine. He's not gonna mess around with that thing, so he can get another round of Protects going. But now it's like 50-50 time because of like the Kyurem Roost and stuff like that. So Kyurem goes for the Outrage there. Suicune's gonna go for the sub here, and this is Paleo's best play, honestly, to get the confusion. So you know, Matthias is on turn 1 of Outrage. Here comes turn 2 of Outrage. Yep, he gets the turn 2 of Outrage, which is really good for him. Suicune gets the sub up here. Matthias pulls through, gets the Outrage again. So Paleo's trying to like hang on. He's just trying to hang on here. Kyurem goes for the outrage again. Boom. This Kyurem is well trained as hell. Suicune goes for the protect. And Kyurem gets the roost off. And at that point, it should be over. Suicune's going to go for the protect here as Kyurem goes for the outrage. And that is a good game. Matthias is able to take it. Albeit with some hacks. But I feel like both players misplayed. Paleo, I don't know what the fuck he was doing with that Keldeo. That Keldeo versus Alola Ninetales bullshit when he had a Suicune behind the sub. Like, I didn't get that play at all. Like, but anyways, like his Keldeo would have been here a lot longer if it weren't for that fact. Like, Memo wouldn't have been able to knock it out, or the Pylo wouldn't have been able to knock it out. But that's all I've got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next ULC vid. Peace.